Okay, now I'm not on mute, right? What's up, guys? This is going to be my audio today, just for a quick update on the Samuel Olson case. Hey, Marie Olson, I got all my mods here. It's a mod squad freaking party. Oh, I love it. We got Bella, Delana, Libra, Tennessee. That's some dedicated mods there, and we got Marie Olson. Um, Hopefully we'll get some people that normally. Oh, Delana, we got Delana. I missed you. Hopefully we get some people that normally can't make the late lives. Even though this is spontaneous. Hey, Derry DK in the house. Jennifer Green, Honey Pie. Lori Davis. Wow, Shine On. Good morning. What time is it where you're at, Shine On? Christina Nicole, Sanja Stinger, Mary Flynn. So how's everybody doing? Miss KJ, Delana. I was in the process of actually editing like a recorded video on this case, some of the interviews and stuff, but then I came across a couple newer updates. I don't know if it's the last couple days, so I just wanted to kind of go over. I edited together a quick little video to play, because oh, Dina M, you made it. Good morning, Miss KJ. NK did it. Yes, you guys made it. All right, so let me see something real quick. All right. Okay, so I found a couple things. So we have the Ben Rivera is finally been officially charged with tampering with evidence. And also Alex Rizzo, which is Theresa Balboa's ex-boyfriend and the mother or the father of her kids, he spoke out to ABC. So I'm going to play that little interview. So that's interesting. And then also they found the weapon that they think was used. They will not say what it is, but they found it. They found it close to the house. Hold on. Close to, what does it say? Close to, hold on. I forget how they worded that. She said it was not too far from the apartment complex. Well, here, actually, I'll just share this quick little article, and then I have a little video I want to play you. But let me just do the weapon thing real quick, and then we'll play the video and that interview with the ex-boyfriend and father of the kids. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just share the weapon one real quick. Well, actually, it's a couple articles on that. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, we'll just share this one real quick. All right, so Houston, Texas. As the second person charged in the death of 5-year-old Samuel Olson posted a $100,000 bond on Thursday, the chief prosecutor in the case revealed that a weapon that may have been used to kill the boy has been located. Ben Rivera faced a judge Thursday morning as he heard the conditions of his bond. Authorities say the 27-year-old was the roommate of Theresa Balboa, who is also charged with the same tampering charge. So it's the same tampering that Theresa is charged with. So no murder charges yet, but they're coming, obviously, you know. Rivera is accused of helping Balboa hide the lifeless body of the 5-year-old boy who is the son of Balboa's boyfriend. On the top of being ordered to house arrest, Rivera was banned from the use of firearms, as well as being in contact or around children and family members of Balboa or Olson. So yeah, he was banned be in contact or around children and family members of Balboa or Olson. Okay, wow. So after Thursday's hearing, Andrea Bial, the chief felony prosecutor in the case, said Rivera is cooperating with homicide investigators at the moment, though they are trying to verify his statement with evidence in the case in order to make sure he's trustworthy. Bial also revealed that they believe they have found the weapon that may have led to the boy's death. While Bial didn't say what the weapon is, she said it was found not too far from the apartment complex where Balboa and Rivera lived. Additional testing is being performed on it to confirm whether it was used to kill Samuel. And then just to do a quick little summary or update, or not update, kind of the situation for people that maybe aren't familiar with the case. But so Samuel was found dead in a plastic container wrapped in a tarp and duct tape in a Jasper motel room on June 1st. along with his father's girlfriend, Theresa Balboa. During an interview with Rivera, Balboa is being held on a $600,000 bond. And during an interview with Rivera, police investigators say he told them he received a call on May 10th from Balboa saying Samuel was not breathing and telling him to come home. Houston police investigators say the 27-year-old told them he returned to their apartment in the 15600 block. I hope I said that right. There's that tricky one. Block of the Gulf Freeway in Webster that day and saw the child unconscious and with bruising on his body. He said they placed Samuel's body in the bathtub where he stayed for 2 days. We read the police affidavit on his statement and stuff. It talks about that. And I think, I'm pretty sure they said he was laying on the bed when he saw his lifeless body, basically unconscious body, laying on the bed, I think is what he said. And then they moved it into the bathtub where it stayed for 2 days. Like I said, I'm going to play these videos in a minute. Rivera told police he went to Walmart on May 13th and bought duct tape and a plastic tote bin that they put the child in and took him to a storage unit where he remained until May 31st. So he was there from May 13th to May 31st. He was in the storage unit in this black bin, wrapped in the plastic and duct tape. Okay. So court records say investigators found the Walmart receipt during a search warrant, according to records. After an extensive investigation, court documents say police found evidence conflicting the timeline Rivera gave them. So they're trying to confirm what Rivera is saying here. So where are we? Okay. During a search of his phone, investigators found a text message from Balboa to Rivera on May 5th saying that she needed to speak to him before he came inside the apartment. So now remember, he's saying it happened May 10th. She called him. So I think this is what they're saying is conflicting because they found a text on May 5th, which is kind of, suspicious. This would be 5 days before he claimed. So on May 12th, court documents say Balboa sent a text to Rivera saying she was going to move Samuel's body to the bed after learning from Rivera that the apartment's maintenance would be entering their unit that day. Okay. I don't know. Surveillance video from a storage facility in Webster shows Rivera's truck with a bin Samuel's body was later found in the back, arriving on May 22nd. So storage facility in Webster shows Rivera's truck with a bin. So May 22nd, is that what he said? May 13th, they took him. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't making sense. So he might be lying a little bit. Evidence that has been recovered by police in the weeks following the 5-year-old being reported missing disproves their original report about what happened to the child. In court documents released earlier this month, investigators wrote Balboa claimed that about 7:30 a.m. on May 27th, Samuel's mother, Sarah Olson, arrived at Balboa's home with another man and took the little boy without permission. Sarah, however, provided authorities surveillance video from her home to show she couldn't have taken the child. While authorities and volunteers with Texas EquuSearch combed a field looking for signs of Samuel the following Monday, authorities now believe the little boy had already been dead for weeks. The medical examiner ruled that Olson died from a blunt trauma to the head. Meanwhile, Tanya Olson, the boy's grandmother, issued the following statement Tuesday evening. We are happy that he has been charged. We don't know if he has been arrested yet and pray that the judge sets the bond high. So Balboa is not due back in court until July. Although Balboa and Rivera are both charged with tampering with evidence in the case, no charges have been filed for the child's murder. Okay, so let me play the video I edited together here. And 1 second. So we got this. Oh, there's my StreamYard. Okay, here we go.
A second person is charged in connection with the death of little Samuel Olson, who has been identified now as Benjamin Rivera. He is now in police custody. He's the roommate of Theresa Balboa. Balboa, you may recall, is little Sammy's father's girlfriend. She's charged with tampering with evidence of a human corpse. Now Rivera is facing similar charges. Investigators say they found the 5-year-old's body inside this Jasper motel room after he was reported missing. The medical examiner determined the child was murdered, listing his cause of death as blunt force trauma.
Well, the second suspect in the death of 5-year-old Samuel Olson is said to be cooperating with police now. Ben Rivera was back in court this morning. He's facing a charge of tampering with evidence. Police say he helped Theresa Balboa hide the body of her boyfriend's son, Samuel. The child's remains were found with Balboa in a Jasper motel room earlier this month, according to prosecutors.
He has cooperated with our homicide investigator and has been helpful from that perspective. And so we are looking at his statement and trying to verify it with different evidence that we have in order to see, in order to make sure that his statement can be trustworthy.
Also, a bombshell from prosecutors this morning. They told us they believe they have located a murder weapon, but they have to do more tests to confirm that is the case.
The first time, the father of Balboa's 2 daughters is revealing new insight into her troubled past, only through ABC 13's Jessica Willey.
And Jessica, he told you that this situation scares him?
Yeah, Alex Rizzo says Theresa Balboa, the one he knew, was a good mother. He admits their relationship was unhealthy, sometimes even abusive. But while he says he's on a better path, she's in jail.
To know that somebody I loved, cared for, did that to a child, it hurts. It scares me.
There was a time when Alex Rizzo knew Theresa Balboa the best. They were together for at least 10 years. She is the mother of his 2 daughters.
I've known that girl for a long time, and I know that she's had problems. I know that she's had a difficult life, but you never think, I would never have thought something of this magnitude would ever happen.
Alex says they broke up 4 years ago. It was far from amicable. He moved to North Dakota and then Oklahoma for work. 2 months ago, he reached out to her to see if she needed help.
While I'm in the position that I'm in, let me help you do better so that our kids can have their parents. And she went MIA.
In 2019, Theresa lost custody of their children. She didn't even show up to court. They are now being raised by their grandmother, little girls 8 and 6 years old, around Samuel Olson's age.
All I've thought about since I found out about it is my kid in that my children and that poor little boy. Like, to be dragged around in a bag in a box as if you're just a freaking trophy. That kills me for that little boy. That kills me for that mother. That kills me for that father. If he had nothing to do with it, then that kills me for him as a dad.
The 30-year-old says on either May 23rd or 24th, 2 weeks after police now believe Sam had died, Theresa contacted him.
She just called me out of nowhere and said, "Hey, is the offer to still come up there open?" I told her, "No, not anymore." And then she stopped replying. From what I've heard on the case, she had already done what she had did. And she had that little boy wherever she had him, and was trying to use me to run away from it.
Instead, according to court records, she turned to a male friend in San Jacinto County who helped her get to Jasper before giving her up. The 29-year-old, who also has a son from a previous relationship, remains in jail, accused in Sam's death.
She's convicted of killing that child. I hope she gets the worst things that could possibly happen to her. That's a child, and she's a mother. That little boy was younger than my daughter is. I know that the Theresa I knew at one point in time was a good person. Whatever she's become or whatever she is now, that's not the Theresa that I was in love with at one point. That's a conversation that now I have to have with my kids one day as to why they won't have their mother again. That poor kid's mother will never have him back, and that kills me.
Jessica Willey, ABC 13 Eyewitness News. Okay, so, 1 second. Okay, so that's the quick little video. So there's 2 guys. So we got the Ben Rivera, which is a roommate. That's the one that helped basically cover up I don't know if he had any part in the murder, but right now his story is he just helped basically hide the body, And then we have this Alex Rizzo, which is the father of her kids. So, here, let me take this off real quick. Okay. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Hey, Soul for Music. Jody Queenie Brown, the dad, I have a very bad feeling. I think he knows more than he's letting on. That little boy. So what? You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to play the Samuel Olson's biological mother. She did an interview. When was that? Kind of recently. So I haven't got to play that. So I am going to do a pre-recorded one and play some of the interviews and kind of compare them. But I'm going to play it right now for you on this live too. So we'll watch the biological mom's interview, and then I'll play the dad's interview again and Theresa's interview again. So we could just kind of, watch it over, see if we catch anything. Yeah, Bill, I will be able to. Okay, so let me play the moms first. I think that's what I have next on the video is the moms. Let me see. So yeah, this is Samuel's biological mom. So let me add it. Like I said, I think it's the next one I have.
My name is Marco Gonzalez. I'm the owner of the Gonzalez Law Group. We represent Sarah Olson in a family divorce matter. I know I've said that before. I know y'all are not here to hear from me, but I just thank y'all for coming on out because I know it's been a couple of weeks. I know people have been wanting to hear from Sarah, the mother of young Samuel, and so it's been some time for her to I guess cope with everything and her to get her emotions in order and enough time for her to be ready to speak with y'all. But with that being said, I'm gonna pass it over to Miss Sarah Olson.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I guess I'm gonna start off by asking if we could just take a minute to have a moment of silence for my son and just pray for him. I don't really know how to do this sort of thing, so just if y'all have any questions, I'll answer them to the best of my ability.
Sarah, first, can you just talk about the toys you brought?
Yeah, Sam was obsessed with Toy Story ever since he was a baby. He loved Toy Story, and Buzz and Woody, those two were his favorite, but he loved all of them. He loved Toy Story.
How are you holding up now in light of everything you've been through?
I'm holding up. I just, it's hard. I'm just taking it day by day. Nobody ever expects something like this. I still am trying to, understand things.
In your statement, you talked about your ex being charged. No one's been charged with murder yet, obviously. What do you hope as far as perhaps upgraded charges and other people being charged?
I believe the police have all the information that they need. And as far as charges, they know what they're going to do.
What would you say to Theresa Balboa? At one point, she had, apparently told police that you had the boy. Now she's the one facing a charge in connection with the case. What would you say to her?
I have nothing to say to her.
What do you miss the most about your son?
Having him. He was sweet. He was very obedient. He was definitely a mama's boy.
So, Sarah, you were trying to go through the legal ways of getting him back in your possession.
Yes, I was. Dalton took Sam last January in 2020 and never returned him. Actually told me that I would never speak to him again. And yeah, I called police after police trying to figure out what I could do, and it was a civil matter. So I had to take it to court. And, you know, things can be slow.
When was the last time you were able to spend time with Sam?
May 31st of 2020. It was his birthday party.
Can you talk more about what that interaction was like? Do you remember what happened? Your moments with him?
Yeah, when I got there, he told me, "I knew you would come for me." And, you know, he just basically stood with me the whole time. And I was planning on taking him home that day, but I was stopped.
So were you able to talk to him on the phone or communicate with him at all? Not at all.
Dalton, no. I was not allowed.
What would you say about Dalton's choices as a parent? With who, you know, who was taking care of Sam?
I don't know how to comment on that anymore. I don't know.
Where were you when you found out from the news that the body was identified as Samuel's, and what went through your mind?
Well, when I found out there was a body, I was actually downtown Houston Police Department, and I just walked out and had my phone in the car, and that's when I heard that there was a body. And I don't know, when they gave me a couple of days, you know, they knew it was him right away. I just...
I would assume you want justice, but what does justice look like for you, or what would that mean for you?
For the people involved to get, you know, legally what they deserve. And just a lot of change needs to happen in the legal system, among the people, among parents. You know, it's not just my kid. It's not just me. It's a lot of people going through the same, not the same thing, but the same thing. And something needs to be done.
And has Samuel been late to rest? Has there been a funeral, or what is the sense of that?
He is currently at the funeral home still.
Anything you want to say to the public? This case has obviously captured the attention of our community. Anything you'd like to let people know about that we haven't asked?
I don't know.
Well, we both spoke with the new police chief, Troy Finner. We had a conversation, me, Sarah, and Mr. Finner, and Mr. Finner assured Sarah that he's got everybody on it, and that anybody who is liable in any way, on any part of this is going to be brought to justice. And I truly, believe Mr. Finner and his words and his sincerity. There's been a lot of lies, on the other side concerning this from the start. For them to try to put it on my client Sarah with that concocted story about somebody impersonating a police officer was absolutely, insane. And for Sarah to have to hear that, but that she was trying to put some blame, for this was absolutely absurd. And it's just been really tough, with Sarah right now. Young Samuel has not been able to be completely laid to rest because now that there's some, details, with the death certificate and everything that we need to hash out and iron out, and Sarah wants a cremation, for young Samuel, and so we need hopefully the cooperation of Dalton, to get this done. But so that seems like what's holding things up right now, and that's a very unfortunate, right now. So obviously we will keep y'all posted, on that, so that way, Samuel can completely be laid to rest here shortly. But we just want to make sure that everybody that had any kind of involvement, with Samuel's murder, is brought to justice. And I just hope that from all these lies that have been said, the truth will come out. And I know that's what Sarah wants. I know she's, still in distress, obviously, and as any parent would in this situation. But hopefully the truth will come out, and people that will stop their lies, and this investigation will move forward, and everybody involved will be taken care of.
When was your meeting with the chief?
We met, was it last week? Last week. I met with him in person like 2 weeks ago, and then we spoke on the phone again with him last week on this. And his emotions, from Mr. Finner, seemed very sincere, and he was, very adamant about telling Sarah that he's got everybody on it, doing everything they can. And I know these type of situations take, some time, especially when people are gonna keep on with lies and not come forward with the truth. But hopefully with all the investigators, they're doing their job, then the truth will be found out. So Mr. Finner, wanted to speak with Sarah, and I know Sarah, has been reluctant to speak to the media. Because this is kind of overpowering, as well, to be on this side, with there's about a dozen cameras on her right now, and so obviously she wasn't ready for this, but she had the courage, at least enough, to speak with Mr. Finner over the phone on a three-way call last weekend, and he gave her a bunch of assurances, and I know Mr. Finner will come through on his word. And the whole, police department and everybody involved, the DA's office, everything, should do their job for Samuel's sake, because that's what, Sarah wants the most is, justice for her son, the truth to come out, because, it's just, horrible set of facts, horrible set of facts.
Sarah, have you spoken with Dalton recently?
Sarah, do you believe there is somebody else involved besides Balboa?
I do.
Who?
Talk this one, sir.
The police know. The police will find out. But yes, I do. I do believe that it is more than just her.
Any idea why? Why would Sam be killed?
I have no idea.
Can you share with us your favorite memory, your best memory of your son?
I always loved when he called me beautiful.
Sarah, do you believe Dalton is involved?
I do. I don't see how he couldn't. With all the evidence that has now been brought to life, how are you not involved?
Sarah, do you think that you'll have a public memorial or will it be private?
I'm not sure yet.
Do you recall what were your last words to him on that May 21st party you were able to see?
Yeah, I told him I loved him and that everything would be okay.
Was that at Dalton's mother's house?
It was.
And that was what the Galveston incident was?
It was.
Based on? What do you think about them dropping those charges?
Well, I'm glad because I was innocent.
But you know, when she says, you know, system needs to change, you know, she said it was a lot due to that incident where she was innocent, just trying to take matters in her own hands because she rightfully was supposed to have possession, you know, of Samuel. And with the pandemic hitting, you know, 2 months, you know, earlier, court shutting down, the whole world changing, she was to go try to get, you know, her baby, you know, back. And so she felt she was innocent, but because of that has led to a whole bunch of other things with the system that has, you know, prevented her from being with Samuel. And it's very unfortunate. And like she said, me and her have had several talks, you know, because it's not just her. You know, there's a lot of others that are watching this right now, that will be watching this, that feels the same way that the system let them down, And, you know, so I mean, it's not going to stop, even with this investigation. I mean, my law office, you know, is here to make changes. And, you know, we've done a lot for a lot of other people, but, you know, we got to change the system. And, you know, and if it doesn't start with us, you know, who's it's going to start with? So, you know, there's a lot that's going to be coming out of my law office, you know, and to try to right, you know, a lot of wrongs with the different systems, with the criminal system, family law, you know, system, and others. So, along, you know, with Sarah's help and also, you know, in remembrance and fighting, you know, for her son, you know, as well too. So, I mean, I know, you know, she's being very courageous, you know, up here, being in front of all of y'all and taking y'all's questions, you know, but, you know, every time that me and her talk, you know, it's just, you know, about Sam, and she doesn't want people to forget her little boy, doesn't want to, you know, anybody to forget, you know, these insane set of facts that were thrown out, especially, you know, I mean, for Balboa to participate with, you know, EquiSearch on trying to find the body, passing out flyers, you know, I mean, and her trying to pin it on Sarah. I mean, it's just it's tough to understand why humans do certain things, and then so I mean, I know this is, you know, very tough for her, and, you know, I'm very proud, you know, of you, Sarah, for coming on out and being able to speak with everybody, because I know everybody wanted to hear from you, so I'm very proud of you. You know, but, you know, she's being proud, and she's, well, I'm proud for her. She's being courageous for her son, you know, he was a very cute, you know, boy, and I know she loved him a lot, and so, you know, just want justice for Samuel. But any other questions, anybody?
Have you had any interaction with Balboa?
Other than last year at the birthday party, she said hi to me. No. I've never met her other than that.
So you had no idea she was in the care of your son at all?
I thought Dalton had him. I thought he was good with his dad.
Anybody else? No? All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm gonna play Oh, the interview. We have already watched it, but I'm going to play it again. The interview. It's just a quick little clip from the dad, Dalton, and Theresa Balboa. So I'm going to play that real quick. Hey, Dina Am. All right. Oh, that's good, Aaron. I'm glad you're doing good. Ellie Rush, what's up? Diana Wright, what's up? Hey, let me know when you get the my banner, because I sent it out. When did I send it out? A few days ago. So you should be getting it soon, probably. Let me know. Make sure that you got it so I know. Did the grandparents know that Sam was this abuser? Did they grandparents? Abuser? I don't know. Hey, so question. Did she have any other kids? I don't know. Why can't I think real quick? I feel like it's been like a week or two since I've looked into this besides today. Does anybody know if she has any other kids? The mom, biological mom. I don't know why I can't think right now. Besides, if she has any other kids besides Samuel, did she? Let me see. Hold on. See if I can find it real quick. Sarah. So yeah, that's her name, Sarah. Completely. Trying to look it up real quick to see if it says if I can find if she has any other kids. But I know one of you guys probably know, right? I mean, was that her only kid, Samuel? I mean, I have to admit, like, I feel like she definitely looked really sad. And then when you compare it to how Theresa looked, because I do think that the dad, he looked, I know we debated about this and we talked about it, and we had people had different opinions. So in my opinion, I feel like the dad seemed genuinely upset, but there was some different opinions, so we're going to play that. But Theresa was just weird. You could tell that was just fake and weird. And so, yeah, let me play that real quick, and then we'll talk about it. All right. I think I played the dad part first.
And we're going to continue to search until we find him.
Cuts right in.
What do you think? Where do you think he could be? Somewhere with... not with us. And that's the important thing, is that he is not with us, and we need to bring him back to us. So I can't say where he could be, where he might be, like, because honestly we don't know. At this point we don't know. All we can do is keep searching and doing, everything we've been doing, and we're gonna continue to do it. You think he's definitely alive? Oh yeah. We just keep picturing him sitting watching cartoons waiting for us. Just sitting there waiting for us. And we're gonna get him. We're gonna find him.
Tell me about your relationship. Did he call you mom? Or at least
Super mommy. That was his choice. It wasn't forced. We didn't force him, because I don't want to force that, but he used to call me Super Mommy or Theresa. It was still uncomfortable for him, because he's little, he's a kid, and he knows who his mom is, but he also knows that how much I care about him and everything that I've been doing for him and have done for him. So we're gonna find him. I know we're gonna find him.
Stuff. If you say your name, spell it for me.
My name is Dalton Olson, Dalton Olson.
Dalton, this must be some rough times. Can you tell me what it's been like?
I feel like I'm living in a nightmare I can't wake up from. No parent should ever have to feel this. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I'm at a loss for words, man.
I understand. Have the police told you anything or given you any...
We're doing our best right now to get out there and search for him. We're trying to cooperate and give them everything We've given them everything that we can. Any little information we think is important or even as insignificant as we think it is, we still hand it over. So we're just trying to do everything we can to play our part to help bring my son home safe, because that's all that matters at the end of today is please help me find my son.
What was your son's name?
His name is Samuel Olson. He just turned 6 years old on the 29th. He has a little bit of shaggy hair on top, shorter on the sides.
Yeah. And you said you're gonna be passing out some flyers.
Yes, sir. We're all in the area.
Yeah.
We've been in the Pasadena, LaPorte area passing out flyers. Right now we're over here on the southwest side of Houston passing out flyers. We're gonna go to the area where he was last seen, and we're gonna pass out flyers. I mean, anywhere we can just hand out anything for somebody if they've seen something. I mean, any little bit of information will help.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. That's all really I have to share with you guys. I just wanted to do a quick update. Because I'll chat with you guys for a couple minutes, but I do got to go because I got to run to the store and get ready for my trip tomorrow. So haunted thing tomorrow. So what I decided to do, I know I've been wanting to share that haunted trip that I took 2 weekends ago, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago, or I don't know, maybe it was a week ago. I'm bad with timing. To the Buxton Inn. I have maybe like a 20-minute clip of just clips from our trip. So, and then I'm going this weekend to another haunted hotel. So what I think I'm going to do is just combine them into one, or basically when I do share them, just share both of them, because since I am kind of running behind today and I got stuff I got to do, because I would like to, take the time and be able to just talk about it a little bit and then share it. So I'll just share them both together next time, if you guys don't mind. So it'll be the Buxton Inn and the Lafayette. So those will be the two. We'll have just like a haunted, live haunted, what do you call it? A haunted investigation. I don't even know what to call it. Just like a haunted, where I just share my haunted trip. I can't even think how to word that. Wow. And then actually Mexi just contacted me. So we're going to do, I'm going to be on he said either next week sometime, Thursday, or he said either Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. So I'm going to be on his live. So that'll be fun. He's doing an investigation. Hold on one second. Let me do something real quick. Let's see something. Oh no, I did that wrong. Yeah. So arrested charges. So I just wanted to see, because he said he's going. Remember Samantha Moreno Rodriguez? I had talked about her in one of my lives. It was mixed with, like, I think we talked about like 3 or 4 cases that day. We talked about her. Where she killed her son. So he's going to do an investigation on her. I guess he said he's going to go to the hotel where she was arrested and do a paranormal investigation or whatever. So I'll let you guys know. Mammy Mexi will probably put up a reminder. He said he'll probably know by the end of tonight what day and what time. So that'll be exciting. I love Mexi. So, and I've never been on a video with him where he did like a haunted thing, or an investigation, I should say. I was on it when we did Kim, and then he came on mine just to talk about like Chris Watts. But yeah, so he's going to, so look it up. It's Samantha Moreno Rodriguez is the case. Here, hold on, let me pull it up real quick and you guys can look. I'll just pull this quick little art. Oh no, this is a bad article because it has too many ads. Let me pull up another one just so you could see, if you guys want to look it up before we do it. Get you ready for next week when we do it. And then hold on. Let's do ABC. We'll just do this one. No. Sorry, why is this? Hold on, guys. It keeps bringing up things. Just hang in with me 1 minute, because I want to say hi to y'all, or I want to chat with you for 1 minute, but I just want to show you. Well, I don't know here. Let me just, for some reason it won't. I'll show you a picture in a minute. Okay. So yeah, she's the one that she was a mother accused of killing her 7-year-old son. what's this? Accused of killing her 7-year-old son was having breakfast with a man she had met days earlier when police arrested her. The I-team has learned. So I don't know what, because he said he's going to the hotel. So I'm trying to think. He said where she was arrested. So I'm trying to figure out what this is. So Samantha Moreno Rodriguez, 35, of San Jose, California, is accused of killing her son, Liam Husted, and leaving his body in Mountain Springs near Las Vegas last month. Police arrested Moreno Rodriguez earlier this month in Denver. On May 28th, hikers told police that the unidentified child was found 8 feet off a dirt road near several bushes. I'm sorry I had to do it like this is a part of the message Moreno Rodriguez left for her partner and Liam's father before she took off with the boy in late May, police said. I'm going to try and get a house for Liam and we can talk about this in the future. But then days later, Liam was dead. There's every indication that when she left San Jose that she was intending on starting a new life. Las Vegas Metro Homicide Lieutenant Ray Spencer told the I-team. Glimpses of that new life can be seen in Moreno Rodriguez's booking photo, which was taken just hours after her June 8th arrest. She was dressed up and had makeup, Spencer said, adding she was eating with a man she had met days earlier when police came into the restaurant and took her into custody. Now I'm confused. I'm pretty sure this is the case that he's doing, because he said where she was arrested in the hotel. I better make sure this is the case, because she wasn't arrested in the hotel. She was arrested in a restaurant, it looks like. I don't know, guys. So let me message him, and I'll let you guys know for sure. And a lot of you guys follow Mexi too, so he'll post it. So, either or, it's going to be an investigation, paranormal investigation of some case in Colorado. Unless if he's in Vegas and he's going to be staying at the hotel in Vegas. I don't know. Now I feel like an idiot, because what if I got the wrong case? Let's see. Investigators believe Moreno killed Liam early in the morning on May 28th, leaving him naked and dragging his body behind a bush. His clothing was never found. Wow. We knew from the examination of Liam's body that someone was having a difficult time moving him, Spencer said. He had multiple scrapes, but his official cause of death has not been released. So yeah. I'll just quit there because I'm not sure. Oh, it is? But what hotel then? I'm a little bit confused. Oh, well. Either way, it's going to be fun. Or I shouldn't say fun. I mean, it'll be interesting. I love Mexi, and now that I've been just doing my own little paranormal investigations, I'm so new at it. And mine's more just like a little hobby that I'm just, it's a fun trip, getaway. And then, just going to haunted places. I don't know. I've always liked haunted stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun actually coming back from a trip, like kind of like a haunted paranormal trip, and then being on his live where he has one. So it's going to be a fun week, guys. Hey, Lisa 1111. So yeah, that's what do you guys think though of the mom's interview? Let's go back to Samuel Olson. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I just wanted to let you guys, get ready if you guys are interested in watching me and Mexi's live this week, that you could check out the case. I'm pretty sure it is that case. Maybe I'm just not aware of what hotel he's talking about. So yeah, look into that. It's pretty interesting. She's all these mothers just killing their kids. It's just crazy. I don't get it. Hey, KDB, Melmac. So let's go back to the Samuel Olson case real quick though. So Sarah Olson, the mother, what did you guys feel from her? I mean, I don't feel like she has anything to do with anything, but a lot of people were getting on her about why did it take a year? I mean, why didn't she have contact with her son for a whole year? And we kind of went over this. We went over, like, she had the arrest records, and we kind of went over it, and I had somewhat of a theory. I'm not sure if any new details of, I don't think anything has really came out on if this theory is right or wrong, but so she had a couple charges. One charge where she was charged with hitting the father with the car. And this was right after he had taken Samuel, right? So she had a charge of basically hitting him with a car. And then because of that charge, she had like basically a restraining order where she couldn't be within, like 200 feet of him or the property. And so he has Samuel, he has her kid. She can't be on his property. She can't be within, so many feet or yards with, in the vicinity of Samuel, or in the vicinity of Samuel's dad, and he's the one that has Samuel, at least she thinks. So I came up with this theory, possibly, or just a thought, maybe she was trying to get him back. Maybe she went to go try to get him back, and that's when she hit the dad with the car trying to get him back. And then she gets that restraining order. She can't be around the dad, and maybe she gets charged again basically for breaking that restraining order, breaking in being in, I don't know if it was at his house or whatever, but basically breaking it and being within 200 yards, or I forget what the distance is when you have a restraining order. But so she got a charge for that. So what if, the first time she tries to get him, and at all costs, and maybe hits the dad with a car, and then goes back and tries to get him, and then gets charged for, she's not supposed to be on the property, and gets charged with that. I forget what the charge would be called. So maybe she was trying to get him, is what we were like thinking. So I don't want to blame her or judge her, because she very well could have been trying to get him, and that's where she was getting in all these legal problems trying to get him. And because the freaking system is very failed her, basically, if like it fails a lot of families. And I mean, what if she was? And that's why, some people are like, well, we would just go get him, we would just do it. And I think that's what she was trying to do. She's trying to just do it. And even though you have a restraining order, I'm just going to go get him. I mean, maybe that is. And then look, it put it off where now it put it off where like legally it maybe had stalled her being able to get him, because she got that charge hitting her dad, and then she couldn't be within so many feet of the father, and then so that would limit her to be able to get Samuel. So it just like, because of her trying to do that without working with the law, it actually stalled her for longer. And I don't blame her. I mean, a lot of people, wouldn't blame her trying to do that. I don't even know if that's the case, but I'm thinking that's it, because it was after the dad had Samuel that she got those charges. Because we went through, I should link in the description. That's what I'll do. I'll link the video where we talked about in this description, because I showed, the police, the dates and the charges and stuff. And like when basically she lost, or when, the dad took Samuel, and then when the charges were, and it all like lines up with, it would be after after Dylan took Samuel, and that's when she has those charges. So I really think she was trying to get him back. I really do. So don't be so quick to judge her, you guys, until we know the whole story. So yeah, I think she was trying to take it into her own hands, and she screwed up. Which, like I said, nobody blames her, but it's just the system. It sucks, because a whole year, it was like over a year where he wasn't even supposed to have her. Like, I mean, can you imagine how she's feeling though? Like, I'm sure I said like 5 times in one. Sorry guys. Oh, NK. But anyway, yeah, that's exactly. Oh yeah, see, okay. Oh, did they come out and confirm that? Because when we were just going through her arrest charges and stuff, like I just thought as we're going through, I'm like, dude, I bet you she was trying to, because Bella was like, I would go get remember, like, I don't care about the law, I would just go get them and grab them. And then as I was like, well, I don't know, because I could get you into trouble where you might have to wait longer. But then we saw the charges, and we're like, yep, that's probably what she did. She probably went and try to take it into her own hands, and look where that got her, though. It didn't help. But I mean, like I said, I think she really did. And watching that interview, she definitely looks sad, and I feel like that's real sadness. I mean, I don't think there's any fakeness there with her, her grieving and her sadness or whatever. But Theresa, obviously, that her reaction was so weird. Like, obviously she didn't, that was fake. And the dad, I don't know. I feel like the dad, right now, I'm feeling like he didn't have anything to do with it. I don't think he did, guys. What do you guys think? I really don't. You know, even from the first time I watched his interview, I was like, nope, I don't know. I feel like when I watch him, it seems very sincere and real to me. But I know, like, you could be tricked. People are good. People could fake it. But I don't know. With him, I don't think he is. And I don't think, and this is just my opinion, and I just don't think he has anything to do with it. I really don't. So I guess the reason Theresa had him, right, is because the whole, was he living with his grandpa, right? And Samuel was sick and was afraid, you know, maybe was he afraid the whole COVID fear, the whole COVID I don't know if he was afraid that he had COVID or whatever, and then he didn't want his grandpa to be around him, right? Was that confirmed that was really why he had him stay with Theresa, so Samuel could not be in contact with his grandpa, right? That his grandpa was older and stuff. So no, I know him, Brent. No. I mean, I know. I mean, he should have thought about all that, but I feel like though he probably truly believed it. I don't think he let Theresa take him thinking that she would harm him. I don't know. I wouldn't think so, but maybe he truly thought that he'd be safe with him, which is silly. That his judgment was off and it was wrong and it was bad, but considering she tried to choke him. But sometimes people's judgment aren't the best, and it's not because they want to harm their kid, but it's just they have horrible judgment and think, oh, just like for instance, people that are abused that take back their abuser because they think, oh, he's changed, he won't do it again. People really think that sometimes. Like maybe he really thought, no, she would never hurt him. She would never hurt my child. Maybe he really did think that, even though a lot of people could look at that situation and be like, wait, no, she's dangerous for your kid. But maybe he didn't see that. Like maybe legitimately, I mean, maybe he really did think that Samuel was safe with her. I don't know. Not everybody's judgment is good, and it's not wrong. I mean, I know it's horrible that he should have had better judgment when it comes to a child, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like his intentions weren't there. Like, I don't think he thought that she was going to hurt him, is all I'm saying. It's horrible judgment. Yes, it was, definitely. So I'm not saying it wasn't, but I just don't think his intent was, you know, and that he thought that she was going to hurt him. But it's sad. I mean, yeah. And it sucks that, you know, Sarah, the mother, was trying to get him for a whole year, over a year. When we looked at the dates, it was actually like over a year. And that happened. Oh, so sad. But okay, so that thinks it was, wait, let me see. What does that say, Christina? Where did the dad think the kid was for a few weeks? Did he not ask to speak? Well, that's what, when he was, I see. Like, okay. Like, yeah, at least he could have talked to him on the phone or whatever. I don't know. That's a good question, you know, because he was gone from May 10th to when they reported him missing, which was what, the 30, or when was I forget the dates. It was the end of May, like the last few days of May, right? When it was reported. So yeah, a couple weeks, you would think that at least he would want to talk to his son, even though he wanted to keep him at a distance because he didn't want him around his grandpa, right? Has that been confirmed though, that is why he was with Theresa? Pretty sure that's what everybody has been saying. But anyway, you know, it doesn't mean that he couldn't visit it. Well, maybe though, physically, because if he thought there was a chance he did have it, then he wouldn't want to bring it back to his grandpa. I could see that, but at least he could have called him, you know. Let me see what you guys are saying. April 30th. Yeah, I guess I'm just going by Ben Rivera said, but then we see his story isn't lining up. But he said it was May 10th that Theresa called him, and basically that Ben came in and saw Sam on the bed unconscious, and then they put him in the bathtub. That was supposedly May 10th, but we saw that his dates weren't lining up with the text messages. Because I think, what did it say? May 5th on that article I read, the text message where Theresa texted Ben, the roommate, saying, hey, don't come in the apartment right now, or I have to tell you something, or whatever that I just read. You guys, if you guys want to hear it, go ahead, and it's at the beginning. I read it. So yeah, it just doesn't line up as what they're saying, because that would be May 5th. And if May 10th, then it just doesn't make sense. So maybe he'll get charged with something more than tampering with evidence too. If his story's not adding up, why isn't it, Ben? I mean, maybe he has more to do with it. And then another thing that I brought up at the beginning, if you guys are new coming in, they supposedly found the weapon that they think was used. It wasn't far from the apartment. They haven't said what it was, but they said they think it was used, and they're doing tests, to confirm. Probably like DNA and stuff to see if it really was the weapon used. I just wonder if it was something Ben may have told him about the weapon, or this something they just maybe found. I don't know. No, you're right, just creeping. But think about this though, and I'm not saying, I'm saying if you have good judgment, yeah, a person with good judgment should know he was violent and shouldn't, or she was violent and should not leave your kid with somebody like that. But maybe she was violent with him, so maybe he just thought, oh, she wouldn't be violent with a kid. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. I'm just saying, I don't know if I think that he thought that she would hurt his kid, because some people will, abuse their spouse but never abuse the kids. And maybe he just thought, oh, she'll never hurt my kid. But then it does still make me wonder though, if she was abusive to the kids. I mean, that brings up a whole nother thing. Like, what if she was abusive and he saw that, to her kids or Samuel before? I don't know. I mean, I guess we're not going to know. You would hope not, that if he did know that she was abusive to the kids, that he would let her stay with, or he would let him stay with her. I mean, who knows what he knows and what his intentions. I feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like he didn't think she was really going to hurt him, or I shouldn't use the word really. He didn't think she was going to hurt him, but who knows? Yeah, she was out on, was it probation or bond for that charge where she choked him. So I know, just creeping. I mean, you're right. She was violent. He should have had better judgment. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if we'll ever know the truth, like what he really thought, but I mean, so yeah. Hey, Cement Shoes, what's up? No, that's true. If we found out why he didn't just let the mom have them, that's the thing we can't figure out, guys. So, okay. He doesn't want Samuel to be around his grandpa because Samuel was, getting a cough or getting sick. Okay, so that's one thing. So why not just bring him back to the mom? But maybe because there was a restraining order and there was all that tension and just they weren't on good terms, that he just did. Maybe it was a pride thing. I don't know. That he just didn't want to do that. I mean, I'm not saying that's a good idea. I don't know. You think, yeah, why not just give him to the mom? The mom's trying to get him. Then that brings up, like, would the mom have taken him? Was the mom being sincere? I think she is, like, that she was really trying to get him, which I do. I think she was. I think that's what all those charges were. But there's just so many questions. I don't know. Hopefully we'll find out answers, but it just sucks because of the bad judgment. Look what happened. Because of horrible judgment. I mean, and I agree. Let me make sure that I do stress this. I do agree. That was horrible judgment of the dad. Definitely should not have left Samuel with Theresa. Definitely not. That's not what I'm saying. So I just want to make sure. I'm totally agree with you guys what you're saying. I'm just saying I'm not sure if I think that he thought that she actually would hurt him, because he just wasn't that smart on his choices and his thinking. He's probably thinking, yeah, oh, she changed or whatever. How freaking I'll I'll just stop there. But anyway, the father lied and said that he had spoken with his son, but the time he said, oh, really? Okay, Rhonda. See, I don't know. Okay. Wow. Well then, when did he say that though? After this all came out or before? Well, no, it would have been before, right? Huh. Well, that's interesting. I did not know that. If that's true, I did not know that. Oh wait. I think I did know that because didn't somebody say that maybe who no, I can't think. Didn't somebody say that maybe she either had put him like maybe had somebody else pretend to be Sam or that no, I think this is what somebody said that maybe she had said, "Oh yeah, you talked to him," and maybe it was like it wasn't the date, but like when a couple weeks pass, it's like, "Oh yeah, you talked to him on this date," and like if you don't write it down or keep track of the days and write it down when you talk to him, like you could possibly convince somebody, "Oh yeah, that was before, that was May this," and it was like maybe a week later. But if it was already a couple weeks past, you could possibly talk somebody into it being a certain date. Who said that? I feel like somebody up on panel was explaining that. Maybe let me see, we discussed that in the live. Yes, Bella, that's what I thought. I think you might have said that. Explain that. Maybe write that out real quick, what you were saying, because it does make sense. When you're talking about a few weeks, you could be like, oh yeah, that was if it's like a week off, let's say it was like 3 weeks ago, but it was really 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you could possibly talk somebody into it being that date. And I think that was you, Bella, that actually brought that up 2 weeks after the teacher said. Yeah, so that could possibly be it. I don't know. I'm just trying to give everybody the benefit here of keep an open mind and just see how it all pans out. I mean, I could be totally wrong about the dad, but so far, I mean, I would think if the dad had anything to do with it, she would have already freaking threw him under the bus by now. So, well, yeah, the grandma, thanks for reminding me. Yes, the grandma lied too. She talked to him. Now, remember that, the grandma, I can't believe grandma would lie. It's just, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Oh, you do? Okay, thanks for, you reminded me. So I wanted to say this. Obviously, well, I don't want to say obviously, but yeah, I could probably say obviously. When Sarah Olson was talking, when they asked, do you think anybody else is involved? When she said no, I think somebody else is involved. I mean, who thinks that she means the father, right? Because we know her one interview at the beginning where she had told, was it the lawyer that I don't know. It was some interview. I think the lawyer had said that she had said that she thinks that the dad's involved. And then when they asked her on this interview where she said, yep. And, they were trying to get, well, who do you think's involved? Where she didn't want to say, obviously, which was smart. I mean, I'm sure her lawyer advised her not to, but I mean, I think she meant the dad. She thinks the dad was involved. So it does make you wonder. I could definitely be wrong. I mean, but I guess we'll see, because she obviously thinks he was. Oh, okay, dad and others. Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking she meant the dad, and maybe others too, just because the interview, or just because a while back there's an article, I think that the lawyer said that she said, yeah, the dad's definitely involved. I don't know if she used the word definitely, but she really thought the dad was involved too. So she's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, if his mom, yeah. Like I said, I could be totally wrong, but I guess I'd rather be wrong on this side than I was on the whole Shane, what's his name, for the Heidi Broussard case. I'd rather be wrong, giving him the benefit, and saying, well, maybe he didn't have anything to do with it, and then the other way, like accusing him, and then come to find out he had nothing to do with it. So I'd rather, keep it open and be wrong the other way. Yeah, she said she thinks Dawn was involved, but on this new interview, though, she wouldn't answer who, or did she? When they asked who, I thought she said no. she said, yes, I do think there's somebody else involved. And they asked too. I thought she said she wasn't going to say, but yeah, prior she did say she thought he was involved. So, oh, that's a good point. That's yeah, that's why he didn't return him. He was allegedly working all the time. So why wasn't her return to mom? Girlfriend had no business having Sam all the time. So was that the situation? But the whole thing though, if she had full custody, right? Either way, even if he had her, he would still have to pay child support. If legally she was supposed to have custody and he takes him, and if they don't change it legally, then he would not only be taking care of him, but he would have to still pay child support because they would have to go back to court for that, right? So I don't know, unless if they did go back. But as far as just because he's taking care of him and it's not taken care of on the legal side, it doesn't mean like, oh, he could just stop paying. No, they have to legally go and get that changed, or he's still paying and taking care of him. I'm pretty sure that's how it works from, experiences I know of people. Because, yeah, I know a family member, personal experience where I could just say my uncle, he's taking care of, well, no, I should. But anyway, he's taking care of his son, but the mom has full custody legally, so he's still paying child support. And he has them most of the time. So they have to go to court. Did they go to court and change it? I don't know. I doubt it, because she was trying to get him back, and legally they said she had full custody. So I don't think they did, guys. So I'm not sure if that's the case. Yeah, he got bond. Yeah, I think that article said he did get released on bond. It said 100,000. Let me look at it again. Oh, no. Yeah, he posted the $100,000 bond. So what? Probably like 10%. Wow, that's still, well, no. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So, that's what it says in this article. Did you guys have anything different? On both articles, it says that he posted bond. So, wait, that is a lot. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. I want to make sure I want to read the rest of this to make sure, because that would be $10,000. I mean, I guess he could have it, and then we'll get it back as long as he goes to court. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty doable. Yeah. It said he posted it. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, okay, wait, what are you saying, guys? KB are credible and honest. It doesn't mean they're accountable for what happened. Wait, what does that say? Even they aren't accountable. Yeah. All right, so 10,000. Yeah, that's 10% usually is what when you get a bondsman. So you usually have to pay around 10%. So 10,000. Yeah, like I said, he'll get it back as long as he goes to court. Okay. You can put up collateral. Yeah. Yep, you can put up collateral. You just have to make sure that you're good for it. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for stopping in. Like I said, I'm going to do don't worry, I'm still going to show you the Buxton Inn, my little experience. And hopefully this weekend, I'll do a little bit better recording. And I'm just going to do them together on a live where I show you both. So And it's not like, don't expect like this elaborate, awesome like video, because it's just me holding the camera, kind of showing you the architecture of the buildings that we were staying in, and you know, the cat, you could see the cat's eyes and stuff. So it was still fun. I didn't get on the one we already went to, I didn't get any like the EVP recordings because I don't know. I'm learning a good way to do it now. So if this one I go this weekend, hopefully I'll be able to record when I'm doing the EVP app. And then like I forgot to record the pendulum stuff on the last one. So this one I'll remember to do that. And then we got the dowsing rods or whatever. So one will probably have a lot more recording of the stuff in the first trip, but the Buxton Inn was really cool because the architecture and it was just has a lot of history and stuff. So yeah, we'll do that next week. And then we got the Mexi live next week, so it'll be a kind of a paranormal week next week. We'll just turn it into a paranormal week. Now we'll do some true crime. Oh, I still have to do the Jackson. I did a video of the Jackson man, I should just do that real quick. Here, let me just do real quick. The Jackson triple homicide suicide happened on Father's Day, and that's like 10 minutes from where I live. And then I just filmed the house. Let me just share that real quick. It's just a couple minutes where we drove past the house. Hold on one second. Let me just do it. I'll bring up an article so you guys could see, and then I'll show you the little video when we drove past, and then I'm going to end it. So yeah, the father on Father's Day freaking killed his wife, his 2 kids, and himself. And so we drove past the house and just filmed the house. Okay, so let me read the article real quick and show you the little video. All right. So yeah, so this is only like about 10 minutes from where I live. And I'll, like I said, I have the house, but I'll read the article first to tell you. So Jackson Township, from the street, things looked normal at the Salerno Street Northwest home in an upscale neighborhood. The neatly manicured front lawn was decorated with pots of flowers. A trampoline net poked up from the backyard, which was surrounded by a wooden security fence. The family's SUV was parked outside the garage, and a neighbor recalled Monday, Nicholas Mavrakis III, 47, frequently could be seen tossing a football to his son, Ace, in the front yard. Police called the home shortly after 4 p.m. Sunday, Father's Day, arrived to a scene far from idyllic. Mavrakis, his wife Leslie, 13-year-old Ace, and the couple's daughter, 5-year-old Pippa, were dead inside their home, each the victim of gunshots. A relative of Leslie Mavrakis called 911 after she came to the house, and no one answered the door. The dogs were not barking, she said. She was concerned. I don't know what's going on, the relative told 911 dispatchers. I know her husband was like PTSD from the military, and he's been having problems. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, Mavrakis served 20 years in the U.S. Army from April 93 until July 2013. He retired as a staff sergeant. He was deployed to Afghanistan from January 2002 to July 2002, a few months after the September 11th attacks. He later served in Iraq, twice from February 2003 to February 2004 and September 2007 to November 2008. What led to the slayings inside the Mavrakis home? According to the Jackson Township Police Department, the deaths are under investigation as 3 homicides and a suicide, believed to be the result of a domestic dispute that grew deadly. By dawn, someone had placed yellow flowers and a single white candle on the curb in front of the house. By noon, there were more flowers. A parade of cars, SUVs, and pickups flowed past the house, turned around in the cul-de-sac at the end of the street, and headed by past the Mavrakis home. A few who stopped claimed they either didn't know the family or didn't want to talk about them. One neighbor said Nicholas and Leslie Mavrakis were always very cordial to me. They had moved into the neighborhood sometime in 2016. He spoke highly of the family, saying that he shared a military background with Nicholas Mavrakis. Mavrakis' ties to the Army are clear from the combat infantry badge Ohio license plate on the Ford Explorer parked in his driveway and the U.S. Army patch painted on the curb. Mavrakis, the neighbor said, suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, the result of deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan. Township police detectives and investigators with the Stark County Coroner's Office and Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation continue to investigate the incident as a triple homicide and suicide. No other details of this incident will be released until notification of next of kin and additional information becomes available. I want to see something. I'll play the 911. It looked like it was up there, but hold on one second. Let me just make sure real quick that there's no music or anything or ad or whatever. Okay, so this is just a little clip of him. Here, let me, it's 10 seconds it looks. All right. Oh, actually, hold on. I got to add sound. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I forgot to play the sound. So we'll listen to the neighbor that called, or relative that calls 911. Okay, and then we'll see a picture of him. Okay, 1 second. I just have to share, because sometimes I share it without the sound. Share audio. Okay. Now, so I'll just play the quick video of him real quick, and then I'll do the 911 call. Okay.
Hi, I'm Staff Sergeant Nicholas Mavrakis, stationed here in sunny southwest Baghdad. I want to say hello to all my family in Canton, Ohio. Leslie, Ace, I love you. I miss you with all my heart.
Okay, so that's that. And then here's the 911 call.
Um, 6817 Salerno Drive or Street. Okay, what's going on? I haven't heard from my sister, and I came over here, and I don't know, the dogs are barking. I don't know what's going on. Okay, she's not answering the door? No. Okay, how old is your sister? She's 38, maybe 37. I know her husband has like PTSD from the military, and he's been having some problems. I don't know what's going on. Okay, do you hear any people talking inside? No, and her dogs aren't barking either. Are there vehicles in the driveway? Yeah, they're both here. What's your sister's name? Leslie. What's her last name? Mavrakis, Mavrakis. Can you spell that again? Mavrakis. What's her husband's name? Nick. Okay, I'm going to dispatch my officers real quick, okay? Thank you. I'll put you on hold. Okay.
Okay, so let me play the little drive-by when I drove by the house. 1 second. Let me get it up. Give me a second. Here it is, I think. Yeah. All right, I'm getting it, guys. Just wanted to make sure that was the right one. So yeah, This is the house, and then we're drive by it here. So let me get the video. No, all right. Share video. Here it is. Okay, so here it is. It's going to be low, I noticed, because I didn't have my microphone till, the phone video. I just had my phone out. So it's a little bit low. I guess I shouldn't have had the window. Oh, wait. Is it? Oh, no.
Right here. This is where the
Up.
yeah, right here. The flowers are
There.
right
Right there, okay. Yeah, that's the house. Homicide. Suicide. So he killed his wife, his 2 kids, and himself. With a gun? There is a car on the drive, so... Hold on, stop. I'm going to zoom in and see. Wait, hold on, let's see. I can see anybody in there.
But they said he was served in the military and had some kind of maybe a mental breakdown.
Oh, really? Okay, let's go. PTSD?
Yeah. They said that he was battling that and something.
Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
Keep moving. See
Oh, wait, I'm going to get the flowers. Yeah. Oh, for the flowers.
He was getting vibes.
Browns. Alright. Let me just go up a little bit further. I just want to see whose car. It must be, they could just be their cars. Oh, yeah. Wow. Man. It's so sad, though. Father's Day, yeah, on Father's Day, huh? Alright, well. Alright, so that's that. Alright, guys, well, let me remove this. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, how sad on Father's Day, too, PTSD. I wonder if there's obviously, it sounded, the sister knew that he was struggling with it, so I'm sure she was probably talking to her about it. So there must have been, some tension or something probably going on recently. So, well, thanks, Rhonda. I don't know, Bella. That's a good question. I'm not sure. All right, guys. Well, everybody have a good weekend. I will definitely see you this week, you guys. We'll have some paranormal week. And like I said, Mexi should probably be posting that. He said he'll know this tonight. So make sure you come by whenever we decide to do that one. Or whenever he decides to do that. So yeah. Everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. And who's calling? Oh, okay. And yeah, I will. You guys are hard to say bye to. But I do. I need to go to the store, get ready for my weekend, you guys. I'm gonna have a fun weekend though. So check it out if you guys want to look it up. Where I'm going this weekend is the Lafayette. It's in Marietta. It's a haunted hotel. And then the one I went to a couple weeks ago was the Buxton Inn. So check them out if you want. Like I said, I'll be sharing the videos this week. And sad soul, I'm just so happy you could make it. I love you're always here in the daytime because she's on a whole different time zone, so she never can make it at night. Yeah, it's just creeping. Mystery Maverick. All right, guys. Thank you, and we'll chat later. Bye.